How are you two? George here. Hope you're all well and happy. Right, so this is going to be a quick and dirty one. John sent us down this from the north. Super Jopix 2000. Nice looking radio, very clean. Let's see. He says it needs a realignment and the frequency counter reseated, as when cold some segments do not light up until warmed up. Now, I've fired this up here this morning, and that was the first time I've turned it on since it come here. So you seen the unboxing new arrivals video, so it's here that long, and all the segments are up. Now this middle segment is a bit dim, and these segments are a bit of a pain in the arse in these. These are the same segments that they use in the what you call it, the Saturns and stuff like that, where you have these little small ones and have the 2 decimal points on them. And the problem is with these is you can't, they're very hard to get. I did get some for Tim's Saturn, but it ended up there was a problem with the counter module and we went around that another way. So long story short, I was hoping to make this all blue for John because he likes blue, but you can't get these segments, to my knowledge, in blue. If anybody knows where you can get them in blue, do let me know. I'd be very interested to find these ones in blue. These, while they have the same pin spacing and everything as the ones that go in the blue ones that go in the frequency counters and stuff like that, the segments are smaller, but they have while the pins are all in the same place. I think these are common anode and these ones are common cathode. I think that's what the problem is. So I haven't really checked into it, but I'm only guessing. So other than that, we get going on this lad here. We get him hooked up onto the bench and see what's happening. Let's get cracking, get it apart. Okay, so had it stripped down, went through all the switches here, cleaned everything. We just have the knob I use when I'm on the bench here, and what I always do is I put the clarifier control on at 12 o'clock. We'll put all the rest of them back on once we get it tuned. I have the tuning module pulled out, because you have to, because the tuning coils are underneath it. So you just take the pickup off the pin there that feeds the signal to the frequency counter module. So we went through it, standard type tuning on this thing, same as Cobra. So again, FM, AM, upper sideband and lower sideband. So she's bang on. So we'll just leave it on soak there now for a while, just to make sure it doesn't move around or whatever. I've had it on for about 45 minutes or so, and it should be well stabilized now at this stage. She's not. Let's have a look. We'll put her on to AM. We'll open out the, like, that's pretty good. You know, I don't think it gets much better than that. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that now. It's very stable there, you can see. See what sideband looks like. 492485, 487492. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. So if you just drop it back to 1 digit, you're exactly where you should be. It's impossible to tune them on 7 digits. It just does not work. They're not stable enough for that. So like 4 digits is perfect. 4925 4875. So we'll just leave it as I said for a while, and we'll go through the transmit end. Just make sure that the receive and transmit frequencies are tracking, and we'll put the module back in, throw it back together, and she's good to go. Right, so we hooked it up to the scope there, and we went through everything. All seems to be good, so I'll just check for tracking of the transmit frequency, and she is spot on where it should be. So I'll just put her back together now, and that should be it. Right, so we just have her on the dummy load here, and we'll see what she's putting out. This is a dual final radio, so hooked up to Vanny's owl meter there. We're reading the top scale, 15 watts on AM, and we go sideband. Just move that back to where it should be. 1 2 1 2. 25 watts. So nothing wrong with that. 1 2 1 2 1 2 audio. On. 1 2 check check 1 2 audio check check 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2. So and the old Roger beep. Yeah, all good. Right, so there we are, all back together, and just have it on the test set there. At the minute, just feeding it in a bit of a signal. So yeah, everything is fine, fully tuned, secret sauce, all cleaned up the knobs, put in a custom Irish Custom Radios black insert in the meter, put an LED in there, and yeah, it's nice and tidy now, looks well. Touched in a few chips in the cases, and yeah, happy to say she's responded well. It was a clean radio to start with, but just, you know, a few little bit, it just makes the difference that it looks like the day it came out of the box again, you know. So there you go, John. She's all done and sorted, and unfortunately we couldn't change it to blue. John likes the blue displays, but these counter displays segments that are in this, they're the same as the ones in the Galaxy Saturns. So that's it, job done, and we'll get you in the next one. All the best, take care.